always difficult to create a new class, you know. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I think the boat is good. I think the organisation of the class is good. I'm not sure that's an advantage or a disadvantage. So we will have 17 boats racing soon, 17 teams. Maybe one of the old teams that was in the class before is talking about coming back, seriously. So it's good. It's good that we are growing in this economy.
Okay.
I'm surprised, to be honest with you. I'm quite pleasantly surprised. We have some very wealthy owners in our class, but even with that, they still don't like to waste money. So many people have said to me about wealthy owners, oh, the money doesn't matter to them. I've never known a wealthy owner that the money doesn't matter to them, you know?
Yeah.
But above the money, they need to have fun. They need to enjoy the racing, enjoy the experience. I think that's important. But we do a lot of things to save costs in the class. Mm-hmm. And the class is centrally managed. Saves a lot of cost, it saves a lot of time. Instead of everyone individually organising their own shipping,
Okay.
if you can go to a shipping company and say, okay, we have 17 boats, can you give us a price?
Yeah.
The price will be reduced. And because the boats are transported on container, reduces the cost enormously. And we come to a venue and we say, okay, all of the boats will arrive at the same time. We need these facilities free. It's much easier for a venue to work with the class.
Yeah.
It's attracting a lot of people. Those things are attracting a lot of people to the class. You know, some people talk about the boat, but I think the boat is only maybe 10 or 20% of the reason the class is successful. I think it's all of the other facts, you know. I think the speed is one factor, you know, and many people are judging right now the decision to go with multi-hulls on previous multi-hull experience. This is completely different. These multi-hulls are completely different, you know, and I think already many of the big broadcasters, many of the big television companies are now re-looking at America's Cup. This is a good sign, because in some ways it doesn't matter what I think. It really matters what the broadcasters think and what the, shall we call it, the new sailing fan thinks. And if we can bring new viewers into our sport, you know, if we can create another 500 million viewers watching our sport, I think that's a good thing for our sport. I think many of the old sailors that have been critical have not really tried the new format. Once they try the new format, they're going to be just as excited as I am. It is. I think that's very important for a number of reasons. You know, I mean, all the commercial partners ask how many teams are in the game and which countries are they from. The television companies also ask how many teams. It's one of the important factors for sure. Seriously, I think the Chinese will be competitive. I believe that they will be. And I believe that the Korean team will be competitive too. Just wait till the World Series, right? It would not surprise me at all to see the Korean or the Chinese team winning a World Series race.
Really?
No, I would not be surprised. They have very good people, and I think they know, the people that are racing for their teams know how to win, The Koreans have not announced who they are having yet, so that's coming up in the next weeks. But I know who they are hiring, and they will have a good team. I think we've got an advantage, but I don't think it's huge. For sure that's true, but I think we would have make no mistake about it, I think we would have had a good team in monohulls too. I think I know how to sail monohulls, and I think James Spittle knows how to sail monohulls, and I think we have good people. We could have put together a good monohull team. So, and probably many teams would think that they could not beat us in monohulls as well. I hope they all believe that they cannot beat us in multi-hulls. This would be a good thing for us. I would love to do it, but it's a matter of time, you know. Yeah, I would love to do an ocean race, yeah. Yeah, a big one, you know, like around the world. But if my wife heard me saying that, she would divorce me. And my kids. No, I could not do that. I could not have the time. Around the world race in multi-hulls, it would be fantastic. Honestly, I never thought I would be this enthusiastic about sailing at my age, and I still love it. You know, I still and this transformation in the multi-hulls, I think it's the best thing that's happened to my sailing in the last 25 years. I'm enjoying it as much as I ever have. I'm learning as much as I ever have. It's like going back to school, and I'm loving it, you know. But I think the good monohull sailors will still be good in multi-hull. I think that's for sure the case. But many of the good monohull sailors have never tried the multi-hull. Some kind of freaks or something, you know. But it's not true, you know. There are some very good multi-hull sailors. I had one of the best in the world coaching me for the last 2 weeks. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, many people are afraid of change too. You know, they don't like change. Even if when you look at the facts, what was happening before was clearly not working. You know, people say, I said this to one of the big broadcasters, one of the top 3 broadcasters in the world. I was talking to them about the America's Cup this time last year. Pitch was, we are going to do even better than Valencia 2007 and Fremantle 1987, because I thought they were the 2 best cups, even better. He said, wait, have you seen the television figures from 2007? He says, I'm not going to show that on my channel. He said, it's not exciting enough. It's not good enough. You have to do much better. And to me, that was a big shock, a big surprise. But it made me think, you know what? It's the truth. We have to do much better. For sure, it helps if you have more people that are watching the sport. I'm pretty sure more people will want to participate in the sport. It's probably a mutual thing, you know. Okay. I mean, I think if the kids are looking at the sport and they say, "Wow, one day I could be racing in that," and that's cool. I think it's going to be good for the sport.